Hello, digital photography students. You're getting this video from me because I would like you to have an opportunity to increase your test scores. So you might not have realized it, but oftentimes teachers have multiple attempts on tests. So if you don't do well the first time, you can just go back and get the lesson, study what you needed to study, and retake it. And it'll just set it to whatever your highest score was that you got. That's what you'll end up with as a grade. So if you're not getting A's on my tests, you should be. So I want you to go back and retake your test. And I want you to use this strategy to do it because you'll get an A if you do it. And then in the future, this is how you should be doing your test. And then you could probably apply this to other classes too. So when you go into your classroom, where do you find your lessons and your tests? They're in the content. Okay, so every week, don't we have a lesson? Yes, we do. We have a lesson every week. So you'll notice the weeks are set up 1, 2, 3. It's week 4 right now. No new work, catch up. So this is the time that you need to go back and redo your tests. Okay, this is the time to do it. So what do? Go into week 1 and look for the lesson. There's the lesson. Okay, click on the folder. All right, so that it comes up. Slow delay there. And then scroll to the top and look for the directions. And week 1, lesson 1. 1, open the week 1 test at the bottom of the page in a new window. All right, let's go and do that. Go to the bottom of the page. There's the week 1 test. Right click on it. Sorry, I have to tell you, I'm a teacher and sometimes my platform is a little sticky when I try to behave like a student. So I'm going to right click on that and I'm going to open that in a new window. Okay, and then I'm just going to minimize that. Well, not really minimize it, but I'm going to make it smaller. And I'm going to set that over on one side of the page, and then I can go ahead and get in there and start the quiz. And then let's see what the directions say. 2, complete the test as you do the lesson below. So then I'm going to go ahead and make this page smaller. And, I could probably move it over here a little bit more so that I can see more. Perfect. So week 1 lesson. Please watch the following videos and begin the process of deep reflective thought. Taking time to think deeply about life is what makes an artist good at his or her craft, no matter what the medium. Great photography tells a story or has a deeper meaning below the surface. Let's begin. So here's our first video from our lesson, and you'll notice that in the lesson it actually has the name of the video here. It has the first question. The camera functions much like a human eye. And let's watch the video.
The eye is a remarkable part of the human body that responds to changing light conditions and can focus on varying light rays in an instant. A man-made device that shares many of the functionalities of the human eye is the camera. Many features.
Boom! Yep, the camera shares many of the functionalities of the human eye, so perfect. Next question. The eye's iris opens and closes to allow more or less light into the pupil. Let's see.
Features of a camera are mechanical copies of what happens in the eye. In the human eye, the first thing light hits is the cornea. The cornea takes widely diverging rays of light and bends them through a small opening in the eye's center called the pupil. The cornea actually performs about 70% of the necessary bending of light before it gets to the eye's lens. This is similar to a front lens of a camera's lens system. Behind the cornea is the iris, which gives the eye its color and controls the amount of light that enters the pupil.
Controls the amount of light that enters the pupil. And did you see it enlarge and constrict? So yes, that's true. And so do you see how I'm just going through it? The questions on the quizzes or tests go in the exact same order as the lesson. Isn't that sweet? So you just go through the lesson like that, finding the answers. If you miss something, you can just rewind the video so you should be getting a perfect score on your tests. I'm not asking you to read anything that's like challenging. You're just watching videos and taking this in. So hopefully, um, I'm banking on your strength because my goal is that you learn in this class. And so I think that you can do it. I think if you apply yourself in all of your classes using this strategy where you have your test open or an assignment open with your lesson in the other window and you're actively looking for the answers, because a lot of people think that memorizing is important, and there are certain things that you need to memorize. But even more importantly is figuring out how to find the answers, okay? Because that's a skill that you're going to need for the rest of your life. There isn't always going to be someone there telling you where to find the answers. So that's a good skill to have. And this is a skill that we are cultivating by doing this. So have a blessed day and make sure that you all get in there and look at your test scores. And if you have a score that's less than an A or a B, then get in there and redo that, okay? All right. You have a great day.